Greetings, I'm Dev the Developer. This lesson covers three more input types: submit, reset, and hidden. Submit and reset are how users interact with the completed form. Hidden is a behind-the-scenes tool for including data the user does not see or touch. Input elements with the type submit creates a button that, when clicked, collects all the values in the form and sends them to the action URL using the method defined on the form. It is the mechanism that makes the form actually do something. The value attribute sets the button label. If you leave it out, browsers will use a default label like submit or submit query. A few things to know about submit inputs. The form must have at least one submit button, or users have no way to send the data. A form can have multiple submit buttons, each with a different name and value, if you need to distinguish between multiple submission actions. On the opposite end of submitting is clearing. Having an input element with a type of reset creates a button that clears every input in the form back to its default state. Text fields empty out. Checkboxes return to their initial checked or unchecked state. Radio buttons return to whatever option was pre-selected. Use reset buttons sparingly. They are frustrating for users who have filled out a long form and accidentally hit reset instead of submit. The data is gone with no confirmation. Many modern form designs omit the reset entirely for this reason. If you do include one, consider adding a JavaScript confirmation dialog before the reset happens. The third type in this lesson works completely different from the other two. Hidden inputs are not visible to the user and cannot be interacted with, but their values are submitted with the form just like any other field. This is useful for including data that should travel with the form submission, but that the user does not need to see or change. A form identifier or a session token or a value calculated by the page that needs to accompany the submitted data. That comment is worth acknowledging. Hidden inputs are not secure. Anyone can open browser developer tools and see hidden input values. They are useful for organizational and routing purposes on the server side, not for anything that needs to be kept secret from the person submitting the form. Never put passwords, tokens, or sensitive data in a hidden input that should not be visible to the submitting user. Here's a minimal complete form combining what we've covered so far. Submit sends the form data, and every form needs one. Reset clears all inputs and should be used thoughtfully. Hidden passes server-side data along with a submission without exposing it in the form UI. All three are simple inputs with a specific focused job. Use each one for that job. Put together a complete form using all three and actually submit it to see exactly what the browser sends. Don't just watch it, do it.